Hey, 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 collective. How you doing? Thanks for joining me. This is Tracy, and I'm Ascension 225 Tarot and Oracle. I just wanted to take a few minutes to just introduce myself to you and tell you 5 things about myself that make Tracy Tracy, and what finally made me listen to spirit and to delve into having my own YouTube channel. So let's start with number one. First, I just want to thank you again for watching this video and wanting to learn a little bit more about me. Like I said, my name is Tracy, and I'm going to give you my top 5. Okay. So I am considered a military brat, which means that my father was in the military. And so every 3 years, like clockwork, we moved somewhere else. And I've lived in the United States. I've lived in Asia. I've lived in Europe and just a lot of different places in my lifetime. It was quite the experience to be able to live sort of like a gypsy lifestyle. Um, but the thing is, you never feel like you have roots. So I'm kind of jealous of people who are like, yeah, I grew up, here, for 35 years or whatever, however long. And I've known people since I was in the second grade. I can't really say that because I've went to 18 schools, in, my whole life. So that's a lot of reinventing yourself and, as the new person. So I think that's the only downside to being a military brat is that you have to, like reinvent yourself wherever you go. You have to, of course, as kids, you want to try to fit in with other kids, but I was always the new kid, going to a new school or whatever. So you just have to reinvent yourself, and it gives you a kind of like a toughness about you because you have to be super adaptable like a chameleon. So yeah, so I really enjoyed my life, and being able to travel was such a gift. And it gives you the kind of education that books cannot give you, or other forms of learning. There's just nothing like traveling to a different country and learning about the culture, the food, their customs, and spiritual beliefs too. So it's been a very interesting journey for me. Number 2, I come from a long military family. Like I said, my father was in the army for 26 plus years. My brother was, well, he retired from the Air Force, so he served 20 years. I have another brother who was a Marine for about 4 or 5 years. And then me, I'm the baby. I was in the Army for 10 years, 8 active and 2 years as a reservist. And I got to travel as well, of course, being in the Army myself. But being the baby and the girl, guess who went to war? I did. What kind of bullshit is that, right? I'm like, I have 2 older brothers, both in the military. My dad was in the military during this, like the 60s or whatever, 70s. And here I am, baby girl, I'm going to war. So, yes, I went to Iraq, Iran, Saudi, all those places in the first Persian Gulf War. So, that was a while ago, guys. Okay, so I am seasoned and wise. Okay. Number 3, how long have I known that I've had spiritual gifts? I've had spiritual gifts pretty much my whole entire life. Even when I was a little tyke learning to read, I always gravitated towards books about the paranormal, ghost, um, anything to do with the what's considered the paranormal. Vampires, ghosts, everything, all that interested me. I didn't know that I had certain gifts, like the gift of, excuse me, like clairvoyance, clairaudience. I can read some energies. And, I had my own ghost hunting team for a couple years, all girl ghost hunting team here in Atlanta. And been able to see spirits, talk to spirits, experience spirits on our ghost hunting adventures. And so, yeah, that just sort of, it's just sort of been, the more I've gotten older, the more I've delved into this spiritual world, that people just want to don't talk about it, don't say anything. What? You read energy? You're talking about spirits? You read tarot? Oh my God, you must be a witch. Oh my God, you worship the devil. Such bullshit, right? I mean, we're just spiritual beings, and the better off we are if we learn about that spiritual side to us. And I'm not just talking about going to church, going to church and reading the Bible and stuff like that. I mean, if that's your thing, that's fine, I mean, if you want to put me in a box, I would say I was a Christian, right? But I also do understand that the spiritual gifts that I have came from God. So I can't deny them and I can't denounce them because of what other people are going to think. Oh my God, she practices the occult. Well, occult means hidden, that's what that means. I don't delve into anything demonic or negative energies or anything like that, but you're going to come across some negative energies sometimes, but you have to know and learn how to keep yourself protected. So I'm not afraid of no ghost. Okay. Anyway, the fourth thing about me, what exciting can I tell you about my life right now? Let me tell you. I just graduated on Sunday. Today's the 17th, right? So I graduated like on the 12th or 13th, if that was a Sunday. And now I have my 500 hours certifiable to teach yoga. And I've been going through this journey since 2019 when Spirit said, okay, stop playing. You're going to go and fulfill some of your spiritual gifts. And in order to be more in tune with your spiritual gifts, one of the things that you need to learn how to do, well, I was practicing yoga, but I just practiced yoga as like an exercise, right? And I did get benefit out of it as exercise, but I didn't know all the different facets about yoga, its origin, how it touches you on a spiritual level, just simple breathing can nourish your spirit, your soul, as well as meditation. So I learned those things and tapped into the spiritual side of yoga, meditation, Buddha. I'm not Buddhist, but I feel like the creator encompasses everyone, whether you're a Buddhist, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, it doesn't matter. The creator, all the books basically say the same thing: to love, to treat each other with love and respect, and then guidelines on how to live life. You know what I'm saying? So you can vibe up and not, just waste the life that the creator has given you, right? So anyway, now I'm 500 hours certified yoga teacher. So just graduated. I'm so freaking excited. I mean, COVID tried to put a damper on, all, me going to school, and the class got canceled for a while, and then we rejoined each other after COVID died down. And I was able to finally complete something that I needed to do for myself to nourish my spirit. And then I did it in honor of my mother, who passed away in 2016. I wanted to pursue something that I knew that she would be very proud of me doing and seeing all the way through and being dedicated. So here's to you, my love ya. All right. She definitely is part of my spirit team. And she, even after her passing in 2016, she still communicates with me. She's still with me on an everyday basis. She guides me along with the other beings on my spirit team. She's just a part of my ancestor team. And when some fuck shit goes down, believe me, Daisy B, Daisy B, that's my mom. And my other ancestors are right there. They're like, okay, all right, okay, how are we gonna handle this? Okay, okay, I smell some fuck shit. Okay, we need to take care of this, you guys. So listen, you can't get over on them. It just can't happen. And so I'm really interested in taking what I've learned over the last few years, being a yoga teacher, to help heal people in a spiritual way. and would love to help veterans who've suffered trauma actually get over, practice yoga and meditation in order to help heal themselves from any trauma or anything that's negative that's ever happened in their life. And I think we all owe ourselves that level of care, where if we know that, we have some issues from our childhood, that it's our responsibility, as spirits, in order to break free of those chains that bind us, it's our responsibility to heal ourselves along with the help of the creator. So I'm looking forward to all my yoga adventures that are about to kick off. So I'm really stoked about that. And number 5, I just wanted to say, I'm just been on such a spiritual journey my whole life, but it really was over the last 2 years. I mean, my mom passed in 2016, so that kind of revved things up for me. It's like your loved one is there, and then the next they're not, and it's like, where are they? Where did they go? I mean, being a paranormal investigator, I knew that there's this thin veil, there's another realm that we all go to, but when you lose somebody that you love, it just gets harder to digest. So I just delved a little bit deeper into trying to understand death and the soul, and what happens to the spirit and all that other stuff, and how we can still remain connected to those who have passed on. So that's very, very important for me to be able to help people. I have clients who, if they want to speak to their loved ones, we get together. I have all of my equipment, and we have a session where we actually talk to their loved ones. And a lot of times their loved ones will leave a message on like the digital recorder or on the camera in a picture or something like that. So they're never far behind. So never forget that you're always encircled by your spiritual team, and that encompasses angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, 7 generations of ancestors, you guys. That's a lot of freaking family, okay? Spirit guides, ancestors, angels, archangels. I mean, and the list goes on. The list goes on. So never feel like you're alone, because you're not. So, and my vision, Spirit's been telling me, okay, now here's the next step that we're going to add on. Okay, we're going to add on tarot. And because you're going to use your empathic skills, you're going to use your intuitive skills. Excuse me, that's a spiritual burp, you guys. I love it. There we go. And that's the truth, Ruth. Okay. Uh, just becoming more in tuned with spirit, and how can we join forces? How can me and my spirit team join forces so that we can put our capes on and we can do things that help actually heal people and make people whole? And that is just to become more spiritually grounded, and to have trust and faith in the spirit, just a mustard seed, the Bible says, right? Of faith. And that's all you need. And communicating with spirit, letting spirit know that I know you guys are there. Okay. I know y'all are there. I can tell they're just there for your highest good and to elevate you. And that's what we're all here to do, is to elevate ourselves as spirits, right? Sometimes we don't listen, and we may have to come back and do another cycle. But right now I'm trying to ascend spiritually, and a lot of my cards that get pulled for me, I'm a Gemini sun, and I also have like a Capricorn moon, and my opposite sign is Sagittarius, which is Leo. So we all kind of encompass all of the elements somewhere in our natal charts. But I'm more of a Gemini than anything. So bubbly, full of life, and energetic. And I just want to continue to listen and trust spirit, because especially over the last 2 years, when spirit spoke to me, I didn't even question. I just did it. And even through the rough times, spirit has taken care of me and won't let me fall. making sure that I have what I need, even if it's the bare essentials, so I'm very grateful. And that's the key. Gratitude is the key, and being able to share your gifts with other people. Um, I do personal tarot readings, one-on-ones with people, and the joy that I see come from individuals that hear messages that resonate so deeply. Like, I don't know these people from Adam and or what their story is until I read their energy, I read their cards, and then they share with me how that reading or those cards resonated with them, or my gifts resonated with them. So I'm very appreciative to be able to do what I consider God's work. And that is to use my spiritual gifts. So, and I think that's about it. And if you ever have any questions about me, or if you want a personal reading, I'd be happy to do one for you. Just look at the About Me section, and all of my information is there. If you'd like to donate to my channel, I've only had my channel for 9 days. I'm super excited about it. I feel like a novice. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. So bear with me and rock with me if you feel my vibe, and just watch me grow, as time goes by. And I'm just really thankful for all of you. And I look forward to rocking with you guys just as hard. So if you ever have any questions, just hit me up and I'd be glad to answer any. And I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then I'm going to go into some reading so that I can post some more videos. Okay, guys. Hey, if you like this video, like it, subscribe, you feel my vibe, you want to rock with me, like I said, I would appreciate that. And if you know somebody who, you know, would like my channel, go ahead and share with them. The more the merrier. The more awakened we are as a collective, the better off we're all going to be. A lot of times we're just brought up, learning well, our parents learned. They went to church and they learned this and that in church, and then they had kids, and well, I'm going to teach them the same thing. But I think spirituality is more fluid than that. I think it's not just the holy books that are out there for us to help us, guide us in our lives, and give us something to have faith in, and trust in. But spirituality is not just about being religious. It's more fluid than that. And knowing that God created everything, He gave me gifts just like He gave you gifts, and I'm just tuning in and tapping in. So anyways, guys, I'm droning on now. Thanks for joining me. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you again. Come watch my videos. Tracy, Ascension 225, Tarot and Oracle, guys. Peace out from the ATL. Bye.